bringing you tomorrow's news today. Paul McDermott, Mikey Robbins, Claire Hooper, Cal Wilson, Akmal, Sammy J, Randy, Tom Gleason. Good News World. It's all you need to know.
Good evening, I'm Paul McDermott, and this is Good News World. Coming up tonight, Colonel Gaddafi's family escapes to Algeria, including a second wife with a dark beard and moustache. Fairstar the Fun Ship is commandeered by the government to add a holiday element to live animal exports. We'll cross to the Antarctic, where the emperor penguin Happy Feet has been harpooned by Japanese whalers after being mistaken for a midget humpback in a tuxedo. The CIA finds Osama bin Laden was a ranting Donald Trump-like figure and his beard was actually an elaborate comb under. We'll discuss gay marriage with Bob Catter and a 4-year-old American preacher to see which one makes more sense. And we'll investigate claims after the 2010 election. Tony Abbott said he'd do anything to become Prime Minister. The only thing I won't do is sell my arse. But I'd have to give serious thought to it. Abbott now says when he talked about selling his arse, he meant Barnaby Joyce. The country's angry, ladies and gentlemen, angry. We're angry about the government. We're angry about the opposition. We're angry about the Greens and the independents, and the economy, and the carbon tax, and asylum seekers, and manufacturing, and job losses, and media, and poker machines, and cigarettes, and cows, and sheep, and pit bulls. Thank you, Australia. But mostly we're angry that we can't apply for one of those special union credit cards Craig Thompson had. Thank you, one political pundit up the back there. But it's not just Labor in the firing line. According to the polls, the majority of Australians don't want Gillard or Abbott leading the country. In fact, with all the squabbling, inaction and incompetence, Gaddafi would have a fighting chance. As well as continuing to be more popular than Gillard, Kevin Rudd won a nationwide competition to create the perfect cup of tea. Clever Kev edged out Alan Jones with a blend of Russian Caravan, Orange Pekoe and Irish Breakfast. Alan's blend was marred by his inability not to include bullshit. Apparently Rudd's secret is to let the whole thing brew for a year until it's extremely bitter. While stirring the pot behind his colleagues' backs. Kevin has also been showing off his new heart surgery scar. Well, being stabbed in the front is a lot more pleasant than the other option. Thank you, Australia. And that's what's happening in your world.
From the people who brought you the Underbelly Files, Underbelly the Golden Mile and Underbelly Razor comes a shocking new Australian crime story. Underbelly Ratings War. More violence. More sex. More violence. Less story. More violence. Underbelly Ratings War. Must-see TV that's lost the plot because it only gets in the way.
And now here's Sammy J and Randy with the entertainment news.
Good evening.
Hello.
Singer Beyonce has made headlines by announcing she's having a baby.
Yes, turns out putting a ring on it isn't quite as effective as a condom.
In Sydney, Baz Luhrmann starts filming The Great Gatsby and denies compromising the book's original vision by shooting in 3D.
Or setting it on a spaceship.
Or finishing the film with a giant Gatsby climbing the Empire State Building singing I Will Survive.
How was that audition, by the way?
Yeah, they said they'd call.
Yeah, good.
Miley Cyrus gets a Brazilian and looks just like Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber gets a Brazilian and looks just like Haley Joel Osment.
Haley Joel Osment gets a Brazilian and looks just like Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning gets a Brazilian and Charlie Sheen loses his shit. Carl Sandilands describes the gigantic house he rented as a shithole.
The gigantic house says it takes one to know one.
Matthew Newton reconciles with Bert but punches Ernie.
Ernie subsequently missed his wedding with Bert, which had been organised without his knowledge by gay rights activists.
Andrew Lloyd Webber announces plans for a sequel to Love Never Dies, the sequel to Phantom of the Opera.
It tells the tale of a disfigured monster who sits in his luxury London apartment cranking out second-rate sequels.
Andrew Lloyd Webber gets a Brazilian
And that's the entertainment headlines.
Enormous things happening all over the good news world this week, so we cross now to our team of global correspondents. Some of the finest journalists, not quite good enough to get a job with George Negus. First up, Mikey Robbins at Sydney Airport.
Yes, Paul. Jetstar has just revealed it's about to launch a super budget service to be known as Drive Your Bloody Self There.
Claire Hooper in Malaysia.
No refugees, Paul, but we are expecting a boatload of asylum-seeking cows from Indonesia.
Tom Gleeson at Parliament House.
Tony Abbott wants to make it clear he has not given serious thought to selling his ass to anyone claiming to be Craig Thompson.
Cal Wilson in Rome.
Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi has banned the other 6 days of the week and declared that every day is hump day.
Mikey Robbins at the Christmas Island Detention Centre.
I think there's been a bit of a mistake here, Paul.
Claire Hooper on dyslexia, society's hidden tragedy.
Tonight, the tragic case of a dyslexic adventurer who came to grief when he tried to inflate a hot air baboon.
Financial advisor, Tom Gleeson.
Self-service checkouts. You can save yourself a fortune by just weighing everything as potatoes.
And Cal Wilson in North Korea.
It's a very angry Mardi Gras, Paul. Very angry.
More on those stories later in the programme. As we go to air tonight, rebel fighters in Libya are believed to have surrounded the hideout of deposed leader Muammar Gaddafi, but he's showing no sign of surrender in what may be his last ever interview, live via satellite in a very expensive Good News World exclusive. The Mad Dog of North Africa joins me now. Colonel Gaddafi, are you there? Are you there, Colonel Gaddafi?
You can ask me any question you like, but I refuse to answer because it's bullshit. It's lies. I will not answer your ridiculous questions.
I haven't asked you any questions yet, Colonel Gaddafi.
Yeah, I know. I was just practicing.
Colonel Gaddafi.
Shut up for a minute.
Colonel Gaddafi.
Listen, you idiot, shut up!
Colonel Gaddafi,
I kill you!
I must ask you a question.
I've got a question for you.
I've got a question for you, Colonel Gaddafi.
I have a question.
I have a question for you, Colonel Gaddafi.
I have a question for you.
I have one.
That was, in case you missed it. Don't compete with me on diabolical laughter. I would like to ask you a question, Mr. Running Dog that you are, capitalist pig who is with no testicles. Why is it that you call me a dictator and your people are elected leaders? What is that?
I will tell you why, Colonel Gaddafi. Elections.
We in Libya have elections every single day. I wake up every morning at 10:30, maybe 11, maybe 12, whenever I feel like it, because that's like just me. And I wake up and I look in the mirror and I elect myself supreme leader of Libya. Libya, 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 oi, oi, oi. Yes, my people love me. My people love me, huh? Yes, I am the king of kings, just like Jesus, but Muslim.
Colonel Gaddafi.
Yes.
Your people are marching in the streets. As we speak, your army is defecting en masse and whole swathes of your country no longer, sir, I say, acknowledge your leadership.
Ha! That was just, I got a bit of a sore throat. Look, I would like to ask you something. Where do you get this information from? Because this... It's my birthday. Yes. My people love me. They love me.
Colonel,
yes. Look,
Colonel Gaddafi.
Listen.
Colonel.
Listen. Shut up. I will. Oh, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Look. Yes, that was,
Colonel Gaddafi, we heard about your problems
6-0.
with the Libyan people on social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter.
You are an idiot. I'm now going to... I refuse to talk to you because I will talk to myself. I want to do this interview, but I will only do it with me. Hello, Momar. Thank you for joining us. Oh, that's all right. I'll make time for you anytime. But you know, you're so handsome, much more handsome than all the other dictators. What is that? Well, that's my all of you lane. Yes, I have to go because they're cutting the cake.
Thank you, Colonel Gaddafi. More good news from the world right after this.
When I savor food, I do this. I'm a food critic.
When I taste food, I do this. I'm a chef.
When I'm hungry, I suck the eyeballs out of a live squid. Because I'm Greek.
I shop for food at an exclusive providores.
I shop for food at a grower's store.
I go around the fish markets with a shovel.
If it's in season, I will buy it.
If it's fresh, I will cook it.
If it's moving, I'll stuff it.
And now it's time for a finance update with Tom Gleasonovsky at Tomsec. Tom, how's the share market looking today?
Oh, thanks, Paul. It's a disastrous day on the share market. My share portfolio has taken a massive whack today. When the GFC hit, I bought in at the bottom of the market, but it turns out that there's a new bottom to the market. My shares are now worth bugger all.
Tom, we don't care about your shares. We want to know about the rest of the market, Tom.
Well, the mining sector has taken a hit today, so my shares, their shares have fallen dramatically. Now, due to broadcasting regulations, it would be illegal for me to influence the market or try to push up the price of the shares in any way. But having said that, if you were going to buy shares, I would buy shares in a very big company that rhymes with Cleo Minto, okay?
Cleo Minto, did you?
Or even a company that you get when you rearrange the letters PHB.
PHB?
PHB? PHB, rearrange them.
PHP?
Yeah, you said it, I haven't broken a law yet.
Okay.
And also, the banks are doing all right at the moment. In fact, you might be thinking, which bank should I buy shares in?
Which bank?
Which bank? I can't quite think which bank to buy. On an unrelated topic, I've always supported the Tigers because of their colours black and gold, okay?
Tom, sorry about this.
Yeah.
Do you have any shares in Network 10?
No, don't be stupid. But telecommunications companies are a great place to park your money at the moment. I won't tell you what to buy, okay? I won't Telstra what to buy Telstra. Shit, I said that out loud, didn't I? Sorry.
How are the overseas markets doing? Can you tell us how the overseas markets are doing?
Yeah, well, the Hang Seng is up, the Nikkei is down, and there's a problem with the footsie, my legsies, my armsies, and my handsies. I'm on drugs.
Tom Gleasonovsky from Tomsec. The carbon tax continues to divide the country. So much so that opponents recently organised a convoy of no confidence that almost brought a roundabout in Canberra to a standstill. A roundabout in Canberra to a standstill, I tell you. Roundabout in Canberra to a standstill. It's not surprising, with Tony Abbott in a truck up front with his hands on the GPS, who knew where they were going? Parliament House? 1953? Hillsong? Only 300 people turned up for the rally, probably because the main entertainment was Alan Jones. But Jones claimed the federal police had prevented thousands more crossing the border. Perhaps he was referring to the border between fiction and reality. So, is the average Australian couple ready for this so-called toxic tax?
Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Sammy J.
Do you want a cup of joe?
Did you sleep okay?
I'm making eggs.
I'll cook the toast.
I watched you in the shower.
What?
Dude, you took 27 minutes.
So?
The carbon tax starts today. We have to start watching our energy use.
No, you have to stop watching me in the shower.
I'm serious, Randy, OK? We can't sit around waiting for others to take action. That's exactly what Osama bin Laden did.
Actually, Osama bin Laden did take action. It's a very different set of circumstances.
Don't bring Osama bin Laden into this. I'm talking about the future of our planet.
Well, I'm talking about the future of my breakfast. And the forecast is toasty.
See? More emissions right there. Don't you get it? Every emit we do goes up into the atmosphere, where it is collected by decommissioned Soviet satellites and converted into a Christmas bonus for Kate Blanchett.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. I read about it on Tony Abbott's blog.
Tony Abbott has a blog? I thought he hated the internet.
That's true, he does hate the internet.
He specifically said the internet is Satan's playground.
Well, it's not really a blog, it's more of a newsletter.
All right. Well, how's it delivered?
That'll be it now.
What else does it say?
It says, we don't need to worry about climate change at all because the CSIRO are currently developing a breed of oxygen-producing unicorns.
That's bullshit. Unicorns don't produce oxygen.
Unicorns produce rainbows.
Leprechauns produce oxygen.
Exactly. Which is why we need to take action. OK, from now on, we're allowed 10 emissions per day.
OK, I'll go first. I slept with your sister.
E-emissions, not admissions.
Oh, emissions? Oh, shit.
What is that?
No, nothing, nothing. So what happens if I go over my emissions limit?
We'd have to do some carbon trading.
I'm listening.
I'll trade you 3 of my kettle boilings in exchange for 1 hour of your electric foot massager.
Throw in 20 minutes of your morning television viewing and you've got yourself a deal.
Fine, but I get 50% of your microwave use.
Auto cook?
Defrost.
You drive a hard bargain.
No, I drive a hybrid, which is why I'm allowed to pleasure myself with the electric blanket on.
But the electric blanket's in my bed.
You knew the risks?
Sammy, I don't understand how this is actually changing emissions. I mean, aren't we just switching them back and forth between us?
Well, we've got to start somewhere. I mean, think of your children.
I don't have any children.
Think of your grandchildren.
My grandchildren?
Yes. Do you want your grandchildren to grow up?
Yes!
Let me finish.
Sorry.
In a world...
Yes!
Still going.
Sorry.
Without dolphins.
Yes!
Really?
Never seen one, wouldn't miss them.
OK, look, let's put it another way, Randy. This frying pan is carbon.
OK.
And your head is the Earth.
Hang on a second. No!
And that's why Julia Gillard can't afford a wedding. French toast?
Whatever. Oh. Hello. Today we're going to pretend to be leaders of a country. Can you guess which country.
I'm pretending to be a Tony.
And I'm pretending to be a Julia.
It's tricky to run a country, isn't it, Julia?
How would you know, Tony? You've never tried it.
Reckon I'll be finding out sooner than you think.
Well, it's a lot easier to be one of these little guys.
Are they minors?
They certainly are.
Shouldn't they be pushing you around?
Well, at least I don't have my nose stuck up their minds.
At least my nose fits. Oh no! Here come some boats! Stop, little boats, stop!
Row, row, row your boat gently all the while. Merrily, 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 off to Christmas Isle.
Oh no! The boat sank! Oh well, kids. They were probably just pretending to be refugees anyway.
Oh, I know. We'll take some of these pretend refugees and swap them for some real ones from Malaysia.
Silly Julia. No, you can't.
Why not?
Because the High Court says that it's naughty. You're a bad government. You must keep the refugees.
But I make the laws. You're not the boss of me.
No, but I know who is. It's Big Bad Green Bob.
It's not fair.
Well, what do I always say, kids? Shit happens.
I've got a better idea. Instead of Malaysia, I'm going to send the refugees to Nauru.
You can't do that. That's our idea.
Yes, and it's a very good idea, isn't it, boys and girls? Come on, little refugee. You're going to a tropical paradise.
But how can we attack your asylum seeker policy when it's exactly the same as our asylum seeker policy? It's not fair.
Shit happens, Tony. Tony, are your Speedo's a bit tight. I think they're cutting off the circulation to his brain. You don't get that on High Five. Bye-bye, boys and girls. Hug it out, Tony. Hug it out. There you go.
Fine food caresses the palate.
Good food warms the soul.
Hot soup burns your crotch.
As you've heard, there's been a bit of a hiccup in the government's Malaysian solution to impromptu refugee arrivals. Here to explain it all is the Minister for Immigration, Chris Bowen. Thanks for coming in, Chris.
No problems,
Cool.
thanks.
So, Chris,
Yeah.
your Malaysian solution has been blown out of the water.
We don't use that kind of language, Paul. It's inappropriate.
Why is it inappropriate?
Because it's true.
No.
But look, the whole point of our policy was to stop people coming here in boats. And it's been a tremendous success. A tremendous success.
A tremendous success.
All the refugees have to do now is get to Malaysia, head to the transit lounge, and the first 4,000 fly here.
By Qantas?
Certainly not. These people have suffered enough.
And thousands of others will still be arriving by boat.
Yes, that's right, Paul. The new boat people will be heading for Nauru. Beautiful spot. Yes.
Where have I heard that before?
From the war-torn hills of Afghanistan to the pool in Nauru. Drinks with little umbrellas in them. It's going to be amazing.
Wasn't that John Howard's policy?
Well, yes and no. Yes. But it's a win-win situation. Howard wins, and he wins around 4 years too late. Sucked in! I don't know if I'm Chris Bowen or George Harrison, circa 1962. Sorry.
For the purposes of this sketch, you're Chris Bowen.
Yes, I am, yes.
Well, this ruling from the High Court means you've run out of options.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Why not?
Because it's true. Look, I'm very, very proud of the Malaysian solution. It was a beauty, Paul. Did you read? It was a beauty.
A beauty?
Yes, and I am proud to be the Minister for Immigration.
Why?
Because I'm not in charge of friggin' Grocery Watch anymore. You see, that's how, what was it, Fuel Watch?
Fuel Watch, it was Fuel Watch.
Yeah,
Fuel
that's
Watch,
right.
that was it.
Keep an eye on prices, they said. And I did. I sat there and they just went whizzing by. Whizzing by. Just sat there and they just went whizzing by. Yeah. Yeah.
They love
That
you.
was no job for a lawyer. No job for a lawyer. I'm a trained lawyer, you know. Immigration, on the other hand, it's full of challenges. Immigrants, for one thing. Fair dinkum is like trying to round up cats. You ever tried to round up a cat?
Yes, I have.
You have?
You put a rosella on a hill's hoist. You tie it there and you spin it. They come for miles. Well, they love it. The rosella hanging just near the ground. You get a long piece of thread.
Yep.
You spin it. The rosella bumping along the ground like it's still alive. The cats come from miles to grab on it.
Wow. That's a similar policy that we're implementing. It's going to erect a massive hills hoist in the desert and hang like a working visa off it.
Chris Bowen, Minister for Immigration. So where to next for you?
I might try out carbon tax, I
Carbon
reckon.
tax.
That'd be good fun. That's another piece of piss, you know? Or maybe bomb disposal. I'm not sure.
Bomb disposal.
Can you imagine me with bomb disposal?
Give us an example.
Chris Bowen!
He's gone, ladies and gentlemen.
Chris Bowen!
Whoa! Chris Bowen, thanks for your time. Chris Bowen! Still to come tonight, we investigate a solution to the problem of live animal exports. A huge catapult that delivers them quickly and puts them to sleep painlessly on impact. We look at a solution to the problem of asylum seekers. A huge catapult. That delivers them quickly and painlessly back to their country of origin. The independents threaten to jump ship if Julia Gillard is dumped, and Tony Abbott promises to turn that ship back if they do. Well, Tony is a man of action. He's a tough man, a hard man. Tony Abbott is a man's man. Tony Abbott, I want your hard body next to mine, but I can't have it, and it's driving me crazy. And I never felt this way about anyone in a position of power, not a Catholic liberal leader anyway. So put your bright red Speedos on. You've got my vote. Go sink some boats with your bright red Speedos on. Dance like the man on the Mardi Gras float. Tony Abbott, all the power's within your grasp, you just gotta grab it. Know that we love you, 'cause you're a man's man, quite a buff man, you're a manly man. And only an unwed, godless chick stands in your way. So put your bright red Speedos on. You're the man, our man it shows. With your bright red Speedos on, you're like Superman without the rest of his clothes. Here's a pair for you, and for a bomber ones in red, white, and blue. We got a pretty pair for Palin, Putin's putting them on, as Kim Jong-il shakes his head, 'cause he knows that shit is wrong. Berlusconi, Hamid Karzai, and Sarkozy, you're looking good now in your freedom-loving causes. And I'm sorry, Kevin Rudd, they don't Back after the break.
Underbelly, they broke all the rules.
What? Of course you can say on commercial television, you stupid. I'm the producer, I should know.
There was nothing they wouldn't do.
Action. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's hot.
No, we need more asses and more tits.
Okay, I want a bit of tongue. Ooh, here's the tongue. Yep, truncheon. Bring that truncheon in, come on.
No one they wouldn't hurt.
What do you mean we've run out of fake blood? Use real bullets. They're only actors.
And nothing was sacred.
But I'm supposed to be a nun.
Yep.
I'm wearing nipple tassels.
More violence. More sex. More profanity. More nudity. And less plot.
Less plot? I said no plot!
Beyond Underbelly, there's what went on behind Underbelly. Underbelly 34, the Underbelly years. We can keep making this forever.
Good to have you with us. There's trouble in Adelaide after paying China $10 million for a pair of giant pandas. Wang Wang and Funi are failing to bring in the crowds, and the city's famous zoo is struggling under mounting debts. Well, at least something's mounting. Visitors hoping to see some hot panda action are almost always disappointed and end up in the primate section watching the chimpanzees masturbate. The situation is dire. The Zoological Society, which runs Adelaide Zoo, has debts of $24.4 million. That's $5 million a panda, plus $14.4 million in panda porn late fees. For more on this story, we cross now to Adelaide Zoo.
Wang Wang.
I'm not Wang Wang. You're Wang Wang.
No, I'm Funi. You're Wang Wang.
No, I'm Funi and you're Wang Wang.
Well, we can't both be Funi.
Well, I suppose one of us has to be the straight man.
One of us. Give me one. Are you sure you're not Wang Wang?
I think I'm Funi.
Well, let me check you. Let me check you.
Check my label. See what it says on the label.
Aha!
What does it say?
Made in China.
Does it say anything else?
Yes, it says fully machine washable.
Oh.
I don't even understand the reference to that. I'm a panda. That means nothing to me. But,
we can solve it because Wang Wang is supposed to be a boy.
Yeah?
And Funi is supposed to be a girl. So let's check.
Yeah, all right. I'll check you.
No, busy paws.
No,
Check busy paws to yourself.
All right, I'll check me. Oh!
What have you found?
Nothing. What's that, Bud? What's that?
Oh, that's just a tear.
Oh. Do you wanna do it anyway? Because I do.
No, not really interested.
I love you. As much as a bear can love another bear. What? Can you say Wang Wang 3 times?
Wang 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 Wang.
Hello? I love that joke. I love that joke.
I loved it the first time I heard it as well, but you say it every night.
I'm a bear. What do you expect? I really have grown to kind of, I like you.
Look, to be honest,
yeah?
I'm into girls.
Listen, I got to tell you something, but you probably won't believe me, but it's the truth. I'm a lesbian too. I reckon we should do it just because, it's our duty. Come on.
Now that I know that you're a lesbian.
Yeah, lesbian. I like that. Yeah.
What was that?
Nothing. Let's go. Come on. Oh, wait. What's that?
That's the tear.
That's okay. I'm done anyway.
This year, Underbelly is giving you more of what you want. More gunshots, more headshots, but mostly more nipple shots.
Hello, boys.
Featuring an all-star cast and some of the finest tits ever seen on Australian TV. based on a true story with tits. Underbelly 27, Fun Bag Massacre.
And now, some vital information for homeowners.
Moira, tell us about the app vac.
Let's face it, we often struggle to find time to work out, and who among us doesn't hate cleaning? Well, the AirVac works while you clean.
That's amazing.
That's right, with the AirVac, you not only get a top abdominal workout, you save time vacuuming.
How does it work?
The AirVac straps on with handy Velcro tabs, and in seconds you're turning housework into a house workout. Off your waist while taking crap off the floor. The AirVac picks up dust, food scraps, discarded prophylactics, pet hair, pets, cigarette butts, you name it.
But what about tight corners and fiddly areas?
The AirVac also comes with the squat vac, which works your glutes and thighs. It really is amazing. And then there's the wing wham, which tones your bingo wings as you clean windows, tables, clocks, statues, and other elevated dust catchers. I don't know about you, but I never get around to cleaning all my doorknobs.
Who does?
It's such a fiddly and awkward task, but if you order an AirVac today, we'll throw in free a knob suck valued at $29.99. Is not all.
You're kidding!
Picking up dust is one thing, but what are you supposed to do with all those billiard balls, ping pong balls, squash balls, golf balls, Nerf balls, and Bosu balls that your kids or your partner leave lying around?
I have no idea. I just leave them there.
Well, when you order an AirVac today, we'll also throw in a ball sack. But wait, there's more.
Of course there is.
If there's one thing people hate almost as much as cleaning, it's licking envelopes. Yuck, glue tongue. So, as a special deal, today only, your AirVac also comes with a flap slick. No more glue tongue.
Wow! So, Moira, what do we get?
You get the AirVac, the squat vac, the wing wham, the knob suck, the ball sack, and a flap slick for just $39.99.
Call now!
I'll be naked on the end of the phone.
Just before we go tonight, let's take a last quick look at the big events in your good news world.
I've heard it said that when he left the lodge, Kevin had a key cut and he lets himself in
After midnight.
and hides under the bed.
I've heard that Julia and Tim
Have no idea that it is him.
They just think that it's a poltergeist who speaks in Mandarin.
Ni hao.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Kevin
Kevin everywhere. He's like a ghost, but he's got no power.
waits till Gillard's in the shower.
Then he runs the coal tap in the kitchen, so she burns herself.
He's a headless ghoul with an axe to grind.
He's messing with the PM's mind.
Short sheets her bed and eats her toast.
Pisses on her Sunday roast. Traipses mud across the floor where only 14 months before Kevin sobbed into his scotch.
Now he's back and keeping watch.
The oven's on, he's planned ahead.
Time to cook some gingerbread.
Like Hurricane Irene that's messing New Yorkers around. K-Rod is the cyclone keeping Gillard on the ground.
He's a cow in Indonesia that was slaughtered in distress.
He's a boat of refugees that started leaking to the press.
Like a fancy escort agency for gentlemen in power.
Kevin's screwing Gillard and he's charging by the hour.
With the subtlety of underbelly zooming in on tits.
His tactics are like laxatives, giving Julia the shits. So watch your back, Prime Minister.
Revenge is hard to dodge.
when lurking just beneath you lies the phantom of the lodge.
I always squeeze my produce to make sure it's fresh.
I always squeeze my produce to make sure it's ripe.
I always squeeze my produce to make sure it's dead.
Well, that's the way it was where we were in the world. Monday, September the 5th. What's coming up next week, Mikey?
I'll be checking out the new Kim Kardashian sex tape and giving it 2 thumbs up.
Claire.
As part of our series on the London riots, I'll watch a bar go into an Englishman, an Irishman and a Scotsman.
Akmal.
I'm gonna get together with 20 of my friends. We're gonna dress up as Gaddafi and then go and hang out at the airport.
Tom.
I'll be reviewing Carl Sandilands' new reality show, Changing Shitholes.
Sammy.
I'll be tickling the ivories as part of my Taronga Zoo community service.
Cal.
I'll be taking Tony Abbott's ass to Antiques Roadshow to get it valued. Of course, it does have a crack in it.
Randy.
I'll be working on my Amy Winehouse impersonation.
And I'll talk to friends of Tiger Woods who are still concerned about his philandering ways and think it's time he reconsidered tying the knot in his cock. Good night.